The one thing that you need to decide before getting a radar detector in your car is, do you want to be driving around consistently, always hearing this?
X alert.
I mean, really, that's what it really comes down to. How often do you want to hear that bitch tell you, I detect a radar, and I know I'm probably wrong, but hey, I detect a radar, notice me. Because that's really what it is. I mean, realistically. While yes, radar detectors can save your ass. For the past 3 weeks that I've been using this, I have found that it really works probably a couple percent of the time. Yes, I can say that with confidence. 86 bro passing me without saying hello, that's just rude. Really. I mean, because they get a lot of readings, and I guess I should kind of explain the way they work before we get into this. So, does this detect cops? No, they do not detect cops. What they do detect is radar. Now, cops can shoot a plethora of different radars, but mainly they shoot KA, or at least where I live, they shoot KA band. But what else gives off radars? Nearly every fucking store around you. Nearly everything that you wouldn't expect that before owning this, like, you wouldn't know that these things shoot radar. Like, semi-trucks can shoot like certain types of radar for like talking with each other, and a lot of like stores, they're like metal detector things will shoot off radar. A bunch of things will shoot off radar. And that's where this thing likes to shine. There can be a lot of debate on whether, well, that only happens if you have one of the shitty radars that costs like $100 versus someone who's saying like, well, I spent $500 on my radar and I don't get that many false alarms. A lot of it depends on how much you actually want to spend on a radar. Because the more you pay, the less that happens. The less, that's picking up, I don't know what the fuck it's picking up, but there's no cop around here, let me tell you. So for example, I have a mid-range radar detector, and yes, people are gonna be like, well, you should have bought in the super expensive one, whatever. Well, I got this from Costco on a deal, so honestly, I'm probably gonna return this very soon because I just can't. I can't even. I just can't. Yes, it's worked a couple times. Yes, I've been driving down and it's picked up on like long road trips where I'm like in the middle of the desert, like driving across like California desert. It has picked up a cop shooting radar when, yes, I was going over the speed limit. Yes, you could say it saved me. Yes, that, I could have saved me a ticket, but honestly, if I didn't have this, I wouldn't have been driving the way that I would have. And yes, I notice you. I'm noticing you. And then it stops because I noticed it. See how it works? It's like, oh, you're noticing me? I'll hush down now. Yes, you can mute it and stuff, but for dramatic video purposes, I'm gonna let it do its job. I'm gonna let it sing so you guys can get a real sense of, what it's like driving with one of these. And I'm just doing a normal driving pattern. This is what I can't see. This is normally like just normal roads that I drive, and this is how much it goes off. And I'm not totally bashing them. Radar detectors like the Passport or the Valentine V1, those are really good detectors. I have two buddies who swear by them and love them. Yes, they have false alarms, but not as much as this. What makes a radar detector better than another, depending on how much it can decipher like a real radar versus like a false alarm radar, like a store or whatever we talked about earlier. Also, another aspect that makes a radar detector better than another is the range that it can pick something up on. Like it can pick them up like way before the lower end ones can. Like they can pick a signal up. Another thing that makes it better is some of the new ones can have directions. Like it can tell you if the signal is coming from behind you, from the side, from the front, from the other side, which would be very helpful. I mean, mine doesn't do that. Like I said, mine's a mid-range level one. I'll link the one I have down below. It's all right. I mean, for me, like I couldn't deal with it, and a lot of guys do have them and love them. It's like I love it, but I hate it. That's kind of how I feel about it. Another thing that can come into play is where I live. I live in a city where there's a lot of like radar detection, like a lot of radar activity. Like there's no cop. Like this is just random things. I'm not even near buildings right now. I don't know what this is picking up. This is a thing. It happens. But I live in a city where there's a lot of radar activity. So if you live in Timbuktu where there's not a lot of like things around you, maybe it may work very well. That's up for you to find out. And then you're asking, well, like, how do you know it actually works? I've actually had a cop that I've known, that I know personally, shoot his radar at my car when I have this. All right, I'm muting you. And it picks it up. So I know it does work. It does work, it can work, but the thing is, they pick up a lot more false alarms than like actual alarms. So what you have to decide for yourself is, can I manage listening to this bitch scream at me all day? I mean, really, that's kind of what you're asking yourself at the end of the day. If you have the extra $500, yes, that's how much the top of the line radars cost. If you have the extra $500 laying around and you want the radar detection, do it. I really suggest you do it, because I have heard nothing but amazing things about those. I mean, especially compared to these, those are just phenomenal. But if you're looking to spend like maybe $100 to $200 on a radar, you're gonna get what I have. And like I said, I got this from Costco at a steal price, and I know the return policy is amazing, so I thought I'd take a stab at it, see how I liked it. But it's just not for me. I mean, at least the middle quality one's not for me. I'm thinking about trying to find like a used Valentine V1 on Craigslist or something for like 250 bucks. If one of those rolls around and I'm able to snag it, honestly, I may do it. I may do it and try it out, and if I don't like it, sell it. But I'm not trying to hate on them. I'm just giving you my honest opinions about them, because before I had one, I had so many questions about it, so many things that I wanted to be answered that no one could seem to put in words that I understand. And that's what I think this video was. I was trying to put it in words in which most of you guys will understand if should I get one or not. So that's where this video was directed at. Now I want to know in the comment section below, shut up, in the comment section below, do you have a radar? And if so, do you like it? What are your thoughts about it? And if you don't have a radar, and if I didn't answer one of the questions in this video, post it down below and I will try to answer it. And if not, the TJ Hunt Army is so supportive. I know one of you bros will help someone out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was educational for you guys, and I will catch you next time. Peace out, bros. Shut up. All right, you know what? No, you're fucking unplugging. You're done, bitch. Bye-bye.
Motivation is contagious. Hang out with those who inspire you and strive not to be like them, but only a better version of yourself. You will learn that there is a difference between alone and lonely. Life isn't always easy, but that's the beauty. You will learn how to be truly happy, and as much as you don't want...
That girl is hot. Yo, baby girl, come here though.